one-on-one deal with a complete game, Cyd with a 3-run home run. Coach, we're going to start with making statements.
Yeah, I think the highlight of our day was KD, and I think after her situation out in Wichita, to come here and look completely different. Coach Rocha said it, and we all felt like we had the boss on the mound, and she controlled everything, never got rattled, threw quality pitches. What's important for us is not giving up walks. She gave up 1, 5 strikeouts, so very efficient, very effective, and then obviously Cyd's 3-run bomb was important for us, and Pickering swung it well, and we just got to fill up the lineup a little bit more. Three of our 9 had hits. We had a couple walks along the way, but we just got to get a little more production in the lineup.
James and Chuck.
Kierston, what was the difference today than what you've seen in the last couple of starts, in your opinion?
I would just say just full trust in the process and just trusting my pitches and everything like that. I think my mentality has been there, but it's just the full trust of just throwing pitches and throwing my game and trusting my defense, having amazing plays like Ilana finishing the game like that. I mean, a pitcher doesn't have to worry about much, but just throwing strikes. So.
At this point in your career, when you have a 4th inning where just one home run that gets away from you, and then a big fly out, but then you came back and just looked as good as you did all game in the 5th and the 6th. What's that process kind of reset and attack again?
Yeah, you have to just think you trusted your pitch and they just beat you on that pitch, So you just kind of have to think about it like that, one pitch at a time. And so just continuing to throw it and trust that specific pitch, like knowing that you can still get everyone out on that same pitch, even though they beat you on that one. So.
Jesse.
Cyd in that 3rd inning, you got 2 base runners on, but 2 outs. It's a low-scoring game. Just what were you thinking? What was your mentality going up to the plate there?
Honestly, I was just not really worried about my last at bats or anything. I was this is new, a whole new setting. This is a brand new ball game. Every single time you go to the plate, it's a brand new ball game. So I kind of just treated it like that. It was we're both 0-0. So I didn't really stress too much. I didn't really worry about if it was 2 strikes or anything like that. Just see ball, hit ball, really.
And Patty, you mentioned yesterday you were really wanting to see this team respond today. When you get, Kierston, the way she's pitching, when you get a timely hit like Cyd, just how important are those moments especially when you had talked about wanting to see this team respond?
No, absolutely. And like I said, there were 3 of our 9 hitters but we turned walks into run. We're doing other things besides, hitting a ball off the wall. I think the last play on defense was indicative of if maybe our offense isn't on all cylinders, your pitching and your defense can win you games. And so we relied on that. We did take some good swings. They did play some good defense on the other side as well. So I'm not worried about our hitters. It's finding a way to win, and that's what we did.
Patty, are you still at the point with some new faces or players who are in positions that they're still getting used to? Are you still learning about this team, especially in situations like this when you wanted to see them respond today after yesterday?
I think every day I'm continuing to learn it, but I think they're continuing to learn, and that's what's important. We talk about being in the dugout and having discussions about at-bats. If Cyd comes in, I'm going to go, what happened? How'd you do that? What were you looking for? I want to get information. We talked about that as a team today some, and that's what we need to do is continue to learn and have that salty kind of attitude. I think our defense has that. I think our offense is showing good signs of it, but, we are not where we are without solid hitting. It's just that's an outstanding pitching staff. That may be the best pitching staff or one of the best pitching staffs in the SEC. So for us to find ways to win is what we're looking for.
And just for the players, if I can, you guys have both been here a while now. What have you seen from kind of some of your new teammates, having lost so much experience in the last couple of years, respond in situations like they did today?
Yeah, I think it just shows the fight that this team has. I think it's really cool to see how not only we can step up as upperclassmen, but even the underclassmen stepping up. I think it's so cool, and just to see how everyone picks up each other. I think it's the pivotal time to show that, and just dealing with adversity from last game and come back out this game. It's really cool to see all the underclassmen have that short-term memory kind of.
I think it just comes to show that experience is like when you get in the moment and you're like doing it. Like I don't think anybody can have so much experience versus somebody else. Like you can see it with Gabby Garcia. Like she's killing it right now. She can flush it and keep going. Like I feel like the newcomers are fitting in just fine. Like I don't think it's a compare and contrast from last year because it's completely new. So I think everyone's super fine with like everything with experience. Like everyone's pretty cool.
James Jackson.
Cydney, just wanted to talk about your home run there. What'd you see on that pitch and getting that over the wall? What did that mean to you?
It was just kind of like a finally, like, oh, it finally fell. That was about it. Like, it wasn't, like, I wasn't, like, hoping and, like, it was, like, finally. Like, it finally fell. That was all I needed was really, that was what was going through my head.
Chapman and Colton.
Patty, Kierston's performance is obviously huge for today, but how big is it for tomorrow that you keep Ella fresh, keep Peyton fresh, and help kind of keep your pitching staff on the plan for the weekend?
Yeah, if I'm on our pitching staff, I'm looking at this and I'm getting very inspired by what I witnessed and thinking, okay, hand me the baton, give it to me, give me the ball so I can show you I can do the same thing. So I think this performance was very inspiring for our pitching staff.
We'll go Colton and wrap up.
Pat, you mentioned Kierston kind of battling back after the Wichita State game. Just how locked in is she right now, and how have you kind of seen her grow over the last couple of weeks?
What I saw today was an absolute competitor, and I think she would tell you this. Frustration was happening for all of us on Wednesday. So she really took that to heart, and sometimes you got to go home. I think Sid is a good example. Both of them are good examples of going home and evaluating what it is that you're feeling in a game and what you need to do to change, how you flush it, how you get your mind right, what it's going to feel like. Maybe you kind of imagine it, or whatever the case is for these athletes. She turned on a dime, and that was huge. That was so big for us, and it can happen to any of our athletes if they just believe in that and they know how their mind works and what it's saying to you. That's what does it, is what are you thinking about? What are you feeding yourself? And I think that was a display of feeding her the right thing.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.